Mark Burgess from Lifecycle. Why don't people register on mailing lists anymore? Talk to me.
Okay. Why would anyone register on a mailing list is the question, to find out about properties. Well, pretty much every estate agent lists a property on Rightmove as soon as they get it. In fact, they scramble to do it as quickly as possible.
And now it's instant. You know, you put a house on the market, it can be up in 10 minutes, can't it?
So why do I need to register with an estate agent?
You don't need to.
So that answers the question, why wouldn't they register with an estate agent? I don't need to register with an estate agent. So how do we bring back the need for people to, and why would we want to bring back the need to? Well, I think it's critical that we bring back the need to register with an estate agent, because the consumer in terms of the seller and the landlords are starting to lose sight of, why do I need an estate agent in the first place? If we rewind back to the 90s, you didn't have a choice. It wasn't on your mind that you could do it any other way. You needed an estate agent. They're the ones who have got the database.
Well, you could almost say that the likes of your online estate agents are almost DIY estate agency, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you could, but either way, as a seller, I needed access. I needed the estate agent to give me access to his database. He'd gone to the expense of having the office on the corner with the nice boards and with the time-written cards, and because of that, he'd built a database of potential people looking. I'm thinking of selling. I need him. Now, the consumer thinks to themselves, well, you're just going to put it on Rightmove, and I kind of have to use you because I can't advertise on Rightmove myself. But you don't really do much. You put it on Rightmove, you get the inquiries. And the estate agents can argue about that, but technically, that's probably true for a lot of it. Of course, they have to go through the conveyancing and all of that sort of stuff afterwards. So I think it's critical that estate agents find a way of being able to say, no, we have a database exclusive to us of people that are not yet registered with other agents and are not necessarily looking on the portals, and be able to actually show the person, look, right here, right now, I can tell you I've got 17 people that would be interested in viewing this exact house right now at this price. If we change the price, it goes to 10 people. If we move it down a bit, it goes to 28 people. Why would you not want me to send those 28 people to you first?
Yeah, how do agents get that message across, though?
In what sense?
Well, how do you get the message over to vendors that you basically need to be you need to be registering with me to get unique access?
Through your content, through your Facebook advertising, through any advertising.
So what messages are you giving to your clients with Lifecycle 2? Again, this is not a promo for Lifecycle 2. We've already done that, to try and get people to register on mailing lists.
Our clients talk about something in Lifecycle called heads-up property alerts, and the way that they talk about it is they say, "Hey, have you ever missed out on a property before?"
That's clever. So we're doing the fear of missing out.
Have you ever missed out on a property before because you saw it on a portal and it was already sold by the time you inquired, or maybe your agent didn't tell you about it because it was slightly outside of your criteria? Register for our heads-up property alerts, and our system will tell you about properties that you might like before they hit the portals.
It's really interesting. I did some research with a couple of my clients, and you boys and girls out there in estate agency land could probably do the same. But go back through every single purchase in the last year and see if that person was on your mailing list before they registered for a viewing, and you will be gobsmacked how many weren't on your mailing list. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you sold 100 properties in the last year, but only 4 of them, or let's even say 10 of them, were on your mailing list before. Then you could almost turn around and say 90% of people could have missed out on that property if they weren't on the mailing list.
And probably would, because matching is done manually in a estate agency, so there's no guarantee I'm going to find out about it. And the matching is done around the same time it hits Rightmove.
So you're basically selling the fact of fear of missing out, and that's why you need to register.
Yeah, you register, and it's not just register and nothing happens. People don't do that sort of stuff on the internet, do they? I'm not going to fill out a form for nothing. So you put in your details, immediately it's going to show you what properties you might like in a percentage-based order. This one, 100%, 98, 97, 56, 24. So you can see a wide range. They're in an ecosystem. so the agent can see what properties the person's looking at.
There you go, boys and girls. Thank you very much, Mark, for that insight. And what I would say to you out there in estate agency land is go back through your CRM, have a look at every single sale and see if they were on your mailing list before, and then come up with some stats to actually make people actually want to register themselves and not miss out. Because especially in this market where stock is so low, people are missing out.
Yeah, one last thing. I know you want to finish that off, but they can't even register with the estate agent, even if they wanted to. When they say, register with us, the agent doesn't have the facility to do it.
You pick up the phone and say, my name's Chris.
How do you do it at 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night?
Well, you put it through Rightmove, but we all know damn well half of those don't get round to, do they?
It's a crazy thought that in a estate agency, most estate agents haven't even got the facility for somebody to register into their database.
Not automatically, not in this 2021 world, eh? I mean, for God's sake, we've got 4G on the bloody moon. You can't even register on this. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.